how to communicate a product roadmap, and how to avoid the most common mistakes. Hello everyone, I am Debanjan Mazumdar. If you are a new product manager, which we all were at some points in our career, or if you are planning to start your journey as a product owner or as a product manager, this channel, its content is exactly tailored for you. So now let's address the question how to communicate a product roadmap and what are the common mistakes to avoid. So in the previous two videos, I explained what is a product roadmap and the 6 simple steps to build one, right? So, how to communicate this? You have built the product roadmap. That's great. But a product roadmap tells a story. It is a plan, all right, but it also tells a story about your product, about the vision, about what it will do, right? So it is only as good as how you communicate it. If the stakeholders involved, and this means the internal stakeholders as well as the external, which involves your customers, don't understand it, or even worse, if they misinterpret it, then that is really, really bad. You lose their trust, you don't find an alignment, and that creates a confusion in the entire team about what is actually happening. So, once you have built the product roadmap, you have to be very sure to know your audience. Like I mentioned in the previous video, your top executives as well as the leadership are looking for the vision, right? So when you translate the vision into simpler terms in the product roadmap and just mention the various strategic objectives about how this vision will be attained, that is what they are looking for. You have to align the strategic objectives and the key results which you will be obtaining to the vision which you have told to your leadership and the top executives. Now, next comes the customers. They are looking for outcomes. They are looking for solutions to their problems. So, your product roadmap should also be aligned to that, because ultimately you're working for them, right? Your product is for them. They will be using the product. What is the other way around that, right? So you have to be very clear while mentioning those strategic objectives about how this will solve the problem they are facing, right? So when communicating the product roadmap to your customers, you have to make sure that you mention the outcomes, right? Now, the internal stakeholders, which involves the engineers, they are not concerned exactly about these objectives. They are more concerned about clarity, and that is where the features come in. Now, you have to make sure you don't go into objective detail about this. You have to mention the features in broad strokes. Like I mentioned before, if the vision is to expand into new markets, the strategic objectives could be something like reducing the churn, improving retention, and the features could be something on the lines of improving the onboarding flow by creating a self-serve checkout, right? So that could be something which the engineering team gets a clarity about. They know what the features that will be built. Then you have to communicate this, and then you have to focus on prioritizing this. Like I mentioned, you cannot put them into crisp brackets, otherwise you will be cornered, because there will be things happening which will be out of your control. So you have to prioritize them into now and after and then later. Once you put them into these brackets, all the stakeholders are aligned. They know, okay, what do we expect immediately, what do we expect after that, and what are we expecting later. You have to add time frames as well, which have to be very broad, right? You cannot this make this like a Gantt chart. You cannot make it into exact dates or months. You have to put them into quarters, right? That is something you have to be very clear about. And lastly, and I have been saying this again and again, know that your product roadmap is not a fixed contract. It is an evolving document. You have to communicate to the stakeholders, have sit downs, have workshops, and change the product roadmap based on these discussions. And then again, repeat this entire process. So, this is how you should communicate your product roadmap and how to align the different stakeholders to gain their trust and to keep an open communication channel to get their feedback and change the product roadmap. Let me know in the comments what are the other mistakes which you probably have come about or you might have seen other product managers making. If you like my content, it would be a great help if you can click on the like and subscribe button. Or if you don't like something, or if you want me to touch base upon something, you can mention that in the comments as well. Every feedback is welcome. Like I said, I'm a product manager. I'm not just looking for the positive feedback. Your negative feedback helps me as well. So please go check out this playlist about product roadmaps and let me know in the comments what you think about it. Thank you.